Hey everybody, welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah in Texas, and this is our safe place to chat all the latest reality TV gossip. And of course, Jeff Lewis and the after show. Oh my God, y'all. Y'all literally, I should be paid by freaking Jeff Lewis live after show. I'm gonna rename my channel Jeff Lewis After Show Obsessed. Like seriously, it's so good. Anyways, okay, I hope you're having an amazing day. Sorry that my hair and makeup have been like lacking this week today. I've got like a clippy on. Um, I am not like Kelly Dodd. Like, I don't need to wash my hair every day. I've always had hair that I can go days without washing. It doesn't get greasy. So this week has been incredibly busy. I know I'm keeping a lot of secrets from y'all, but I just have to tell you some really fun, exciting things are coming our way because this is all for us as Jeff Lewis and reality TV fans. But I have had a little bit of extra meetings and a little bit of extra phone calls and DMs and emails and such. So, and Christmas and just planning stuff that I can't yet tell you about. So, I've had a little less time this week. So, sorry about the hair and makeup. I promise I'll be better. Maybe even Friday when we come on together to have a little anti-Black Friday shopping together. Maybe we'll wait till Monday, online shopping, Cyber Monday, and we will chat the Cy De Silva and Doug show that is being filmed. Probably just got being done recorded. Anyways, okay, so let's get into shout out news. We are going to recap and chat Salt Lake City, episode 11. The craziness that's Kelly Dodd mentioning my Jeff Lewis obsessed fan account on her Smash show this morning, and I think that's all that's going on. Is there any other exciting stuff going on besides, of course, we'll chat the Jeff Lewis show and the after show? Anyways, okay, so episode 10, I finally finished. It literally took me like 3 different times to sit down, not because it wasn't amazing, but because I get so distracted all the time, y'all, by so many amazing DMs and comments and y'all telling me stuff. And, like I woke up this morning and y'all, like 4 or 5 people just in the lots of DMs I had to read. The first few were like, oh my God, Kelly Dodd is talking about you on her show. And I'm like, what? But nobody gave me a timestamp. Nobody said if it was good or bad or why. So I'm literally trying to listen. Well, it was like 18. Let me see. This was like 18 minutes and 41 seconds into it. So basically, throughout the show, and they talk about this a lot. I do watch the Rick and Kelly show on YouTube, so check it out. They talk a lot about how, they've got so many Instagram followers, and yet they think, and I don't know if this is true or not, because I've never heard it happening to my YouTube subscribers. Y'all see how I moved from Salt Lake City over to Kelly? Sorry, I got distracted. Anyways, that they say that their subscribers get removed. So I only subscribe to a handful of channels on YouTube. Daily Dose of Donna is one of them. Rick and Kelly. So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey. No Filter with Zach Peter. I'd have to think of my list. But anyways, I've only got a few, but I've never been deleted from those. Like they're always there. And I've never had any of my YouTube people tell me that they got unsubscribed from me. So I don't know what's going on, but they talk about it a lot, saying that they were trying to get for a long time to 40,000 subscribers, and how she's got almost 1 million followers on Instagram between her and Rick. And she says, and that girl, the Jeff Lewis obsessed lady, has almost as many subscribers than me, and nobody knows who she is. And I'm like, okay, is that like a dig or is that a compliment? Is that at least she knows who I am? She definitely knows who I am. She's shouted me out before on Cooking Kibitz. One time I got on and I was on with her. I think it was at Megan's house. So she definitely knows who I am. You can't tag Kelly Dodd. Like she's one of those people that has or at least for me, I can't tag her if I make a story about her. But she definitely knows who I am. I've never had like a feud with her. Matter of fact, I mean, I get a lot of crap for talking about her on my stories or on the show or in my Facebook group, Jeff Lewis Obsessed, because people are like, oh, we don't want to hear about Kelly. But you know what? They have a lot of fans and a lot of very loyal and dedicated fans. And I don't have to agree with everything they say or do. And I make it clear when I don't. But I do find them entertaining. I don't know at this point that I want her back on as a housewife. I almost think she was better towards the end of her last marriage with Michael. and Jolie was younger. You know, now Jolie's going to go away to college or Paris, wherever, in a few months. So now she's happy with Rick. You know, we want a sad marriage. You know what I mean? We want like a Whitney thing. We want like an Angie K. We want a Kyle Richards. We want some drama. You know, Dorit. We want some marriages with some crap going on. We don't want like a happy marriage necessarily on Housewives. So I don't know if she's a good fit for that, but I do think she's good reality TV. I think she's very interesting. She's very good friends with Jeff Lewis, and she definitely later on the show, at 20 minutes and 54 seconds into today's Rick and Kelly, she talks about the Jeff friendship. She definitely says a little bit of a dig that early on, like 8 years ago, whatever, when she was on Housewives of OC, Heather McDonald would have her on Juicy Scoop. But when she got canceled and all the stuff after COVID and got fired from Bravo, she says Heather McDonald would never have her on anymore because she doesn't want to get canceled for having Kelly on. So, but she said Jeff has always been a good friend to her. They've always supported her and Rick. They rave about the event they had in OC where Jameson was hosting and Doug was hosting for Rick's book. So they want to be friends with everyone. They mentioned Switzerland again. They talk about the earrings and like they've got some questions on it, just like I do for Kelly, for Krista and Heather. And they say, you know what? Sometimes there's a gray area in things. And I think that's kind of what's going on here. They definitely, Rick said something about, you know, I agree. If the earrings would have been returned after the very first time she borrowed them, then none of this would happen. But to me, again, it's not all about the earrings. There's so much more going on. At 29, into the show, Kelly says she talked to Shannon today, which would have been Tuesday. Then she clarifies they texted. Very different, right? I mean, if you're talking on the phone to somebody, that means you're probably closer friends with them, whatever. If you're still on the cusp of trying to renew this friendship again, like Kelly and Shannon are, then you're texting. So she makes it very clear that they're texting. She's got a soft spot for Shannon as a friend. She says she definitely they have like a sister relationship where they'll fight, but you know, they definitely want to get back together. I think Kelly has definitely heard from this one friend that was at that big dinner party at the Quiet Woman that in the picture, she talked to her. She also lets us know her and Shannon were friends for like 35 years and they are no longer friends. I forget the girl's name, but like Caroline something, I forget her name. Anyway, she says it on the show. I feel like John and Alexis Bellina are definitely dating, but Kelly ends it with saying, it's not my story to tell. So I think things will keep coming out. I'm guessing that Shannon is not happy about it, but don't forget the night that Shannon got the DUI, she was at the Quiet Woman before and she was yelling something about Alexis Bellino. So I don't know what's going on there, but it's almost like whenever somebody starts dating like your enemy, not only was it a friend and somebody on the OC, but it was an enemy. So I think there's something going on there. If you look close at the picture that I reposted from Bravo and Cocktails, you can see under the table and you can see that Alexis's hand looks very much like it is on John Jansen's lap. That does not point out to me as being like first date, first time they've talked. You know what I mean? That means like, and at the Quiet Woman, like that is like a place where, you know, people like me, fans, don't look at my nails again, y'all. They're seriously decrepit. Like it's awful still. Awful, awful. And I thought I was going to go get my nails done at 9 a.m. when my salon opens. And before 9 a.m., I slept in and I was getting all these DMs about Rick and Kelly. So I had to go watch that show real quick because I slept in today. Anyways, yes, I do have the olive tree. My daughter, I was paying her $5 to like take them and like separate them and all the make it look nicer. Like you have to spruce it out. Clearly she didn't do it right. So I don't know. I'm also wondering if I need a 4-foot tree because this one is so tall and it doesn't really show. So anyways, I might trade it out for a 4-foot tree. Anyways, let me know in comments what you think of the tree. Don't forget, my husband is going to put these up later today. There's 2 of them. So I'm thinking they're going to go around there and then one underneath it. And then I'll put some little knickknacks. I might put something in the corner, but I'm not sure. I don't want it to get too too cluttered and icky in here. Okay, sorry, I'm missing so many good comments. Tanya says, I really appreciate Kelly. She is real life. And she is, for better or worse. I mean, it's always funny to me when people are Jeff Lewis fans, but then they hate Kelly Dodd. I'm like, to me, they're like the male female version of each other. Like they stagger the shelves. Oh, okay, send me a picture, Michael. You're my so many of y'all have helped me out so much with this design process. I really appreciate it so much. And I've got a huge chump totally spending time helping me. And it's just amazing and so thoughtful of them. Oh, that's right. You're right. You're right. I'm so wrong. Shannon was at a restaurant and John Jansen was at the Quiet Woman with a date the night of the DUI. They were together though, weren't they? I don't know. I'm forgetting. I've slept since then. Anyways. Okay. But all is good. I won't tell you what we said, but I did shoot Kelly Dodd. I can DM with her. So even though I can't tag her, I DM'd her and Rick Leventhal, which I've DM'd them before about something in the past. And everything's all good. So not like an apology or anything because, neither one of us owed each other an apology. It was a little bit of a dig. But, it was also a recognition of like, hey, whoever this girl is that nobody knows, she's got almost, which is not true. I don't even have 25,000 subscribers on YouTube and they've got over 43,000. So I wouldn't exactly say I'm close, but I mean, goals, right? I mean, I can dream. There's enough space for everyone in this whole fun, gossip, social media, fan account stuff, whatever they want to call it, show, Rick and Kelly and Patreons and all that kind of stuff. So there's enough room for everyone. So, okay. Salt Lake City, episode 11. Like I said, it took me a while to get through 10, not because it wasn't amazing, but because I get distracted by such good DMs from y'all. Like y'all send me so much good information. Okay, Angie K and Sean. That was the most awkward date ever. First of all, it looked like it was during the day, which not that you can't have a day date, but they were so dressed up. It looked like it was daylight outside. Now I have to remember, but what? They've got one kid. We've got 5 kids. We don't have near the amount of money that they do. So, for babysitters, time away, all that kind of stuff. Not that money gives you freedom from your kids, but I guess it can, right? If you've got trusted babysitters and family and stuff. Anyways, but they had not been on a date at all in 2 years. So it was super awkward. I have to give them credit for even showing that on TV. I think I would be so embarrassed. I understand why we now find out these housewives fake it till they make it. And then we find out, oh, their marriage looks so perfect. And then we realize, oh, they've been separated or living in separate bedrooms because they hate each other for 2 years. You know what I mean? So I love that Angie K is being super honest this season. I do like her much more than I did last season when she was on. And the show was such a snooze fest for the first few episodes. And now it's crazy good. Lady Grace said Angie's husband is not into Angie anymore. Who's he into? You've heard the rumors. They were holding hands going into the restaurant though. So when he was like, you look so beautiful. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that she said how long they've been married, but I think they were together a really long time. And then they've got a 12 or 13-year-old little girl named Electra, I think her name is. But I do love that they said they're working on it. And they said Electra even wants them to go out and be together. I think every kid wants to see their parents happy, right? Maybe not walking in on them and having, sexy time or anything, but that's not even happening because I think Alexa sleeps in the same bed with them, or she might sleep in the bed with Angie K. And I think he sleeps in another bedroom, right? I don't know. It's crazy. But you know what? I'm all for reality and them showing that there's different marriages and different stages of marriages, which is also what Whitney and Angie K were talking about with their marriage struggles whenever they had that chat. And then Whitney and Justin awkwardly go on Meredith and Seth's podcast, Hanging by a Thread. Oh my God. Has anyone listened to this? There's so many podcasts, and I know. I thank you so much for spending 5 days a week with me on Jeff Lewis Obsessed, Reality Water Cooler, listening to me, watching and commenting. But yeah, there's so many podcasts out. I'm just wondering if it's if it's any good. Like, who was it that recently said, like, every housewife has a podcast? They almost seemed offended. Was it Heather McDonald? Who was it? Literally, it was somebody. Jackie Schimmel yesterday, maybe. I can't remember. Anyways, it was somebody. I did make a story. Shout out Wendy's. That big old spread that Heather Gay had for just Lisa Barlow coming over. I'm like, who the hell's coming over? There was like 4 different Frosties. None of them seemed to eat a Frosty. I'm happy they were eating food, but why was there so much food put out? It was only 2 people. The same with when Lisa Barlow came over to Whitney's house the other day and they put out all this. No, not then. It was at who was it that had the croissant? They had all this food out and all they did was eat like a muffin together. It was Lisa Barlow and Monica, maybe. Why are they all like mingling up in my brains? But what's not mingling up was this picnic that Heather Gay hosted so they could announce this birthday trip for Monica. Heather didn't eat. She's on Ozempic. Has her, okay, this is gonna be bad. Has her body changed? I haven't seen any indication, any physical indication that Heather Gay is on Ozempic. So you'll have to tell me more about that. People kind of throw that word out, but I haven't seen anything. Anyways, Eric and Dorit. Oh, you think Dorit's on Ozempic? I think she's just skinny. I just think she just doesn't eat. Who knows? Andy Cohen, of course, said today on Andy Cohen Live, he's back with John after filming, the Salt Lake City reunion yesterday. And he was like, oh, honey, we're not going to talk about ladies' bodies on this show. And I was like, what? Like, that's what you do. Like, we're here for it, right? Wait, Heather has slimmed down a lot? Okay. So I'm only going by what I'm seeing currently on episode 11. So I need to look at her Instagram and see some current pictures. But I mean, I don't know. I definitely saw some of the Salt Lake City ladies at Jeff Lewis's pre-BravoCon party. Now I'm trying to think if Heather Gay was even there. It is such a blur because so many people were at that party and I was just like, oh my God. But now I'm getting them mixed up. Like, did I see them there at the event at that hotel? Or did I see them at BravoCon? Like, I don't know why I don't remember seeing Heather Gay. And I think I'd be super interested to see what she's wearing. So I'm curious now for sure. Her face is much slimmer, someone says. Okay. Anyways. Oh, okay. One Billy on is this YouTube? I like Kelly Dodd and I was unsubscribed, not by my doing either. Okay, so it definitely happens. Maybe that's why I'm not growing big. I was growing really big in like August and then maybe a little September, and then all my social media just kind of died out. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll pick back up again for sure. Oh, Heather Gay was at BravoCon on Sunday. Because remember, they didn't have a Salt Lake City panel at BravoCon because they knew they had not recorded the reunion, which was yesterday. Oh, Rebecca says you got on Instagram, you got unsubscribed by me. Not me, but I mean by YouTube on the channel. Okay, so it does happen. That's good to know. I will let Annie know just so we can put it in our back pocket, like why things happen on social media. Good to know. Thank you so much. Wait, what? LeBron Jameson on TikTok. I heard you're 1 click away from getting a restraining order. Are you talking about me? Honey, trust me, those are all lies. There is nobody needing a restraining order against me in real life, on social media, nothing. Did Annie get on? Oh, thank you for the thing. The Lori, the crown on TikTok. Is Annie on? I don't know. Somebody said hi, Annie. I didn't know if she was on or not. I keep getting a request to join you. I don't know what that means, Linda. Oh, I'm not requesting you join me. I don't see any at the bottom of my screen. Anyways, okay. This picnic with the bonnets. What'd you think? Weird? Like, why? Like, especially if Heather Gay, I realize until recently, like she's probably in her late 40s, maybe early 50s. The Mormon church, the culture, the lifestyle, the religion, everything has been such a huge part of her life. But she's already left the church. She wrote a book called Bad Mormon. Like, she seems to still want to, like, sing the songs, the hymns, talk about the history of it, and have these bonnets on that's like Utah history. She was talking about the beginnings of the Mormon church. I don't know. It's almost like, move on if you are distancing yourself and your girls are distancing yourself from the Mormon church and all of it because you don't agree with a lot of it. So I don't know. Um, yeah, Yvette says, I have a full life. I've definitely had many, 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 many years of a background check as a volunteer at a church and as an elementary school teacher for 5 years and as a volunteer of the school, my public school system for my kids. They do an annual check on me. Like, I'm good. Nobody needs a restraining order about me for sure. She could want the culture, but not be part of the church, as Dara says on Instagram. No, that is definitely one of my questions. I want funeral potatoes. Somebody needs to send me that recipe for funeral potatoes. Whitney says she makes them all the time and they're delicious. I know everyone has a recipe. I personally use Paula Deen's recipe for mashed potatoes. It's so simple. I mean, how can you go wrong with like golden Yukon potatoes, cream cheese, garlic, butter, and cheddar cheese on top? Like, how can you go wrong with that? But is Paula Deen? Yeah, she's still alive. Remember, she got canceled a couple of years ago. Oops. Anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, churning the butter, the like shaking the butter. That they made lots of jokes about that. Did y'all know that Bermuda had pink sand though? I didn't know that at all, but now I sort of want to go to Bermuda. I don't even know if they're going to end up going. It sounds like Monica was having a hissy fit at the end, so I don't even know. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's get into today's Jeff Lewis Live. Tracy Tutor, y'all know I love her. So I've loved her for a long time on Million Dollar Listing LA. Okay. Watched her from day one on there. Loved when she joined Jeff Lewis Live. And she is the one through her pictures on the coffee picture wearing a half shirt. I'm like, you know what? I am 50 years old. I work out. I may not have the abs that I want at 50 years old after giving birth so long. Shout out Donna Bowling. But she inspired me to buy some half shirts one day when I saw them at Marshall's. And I totally wear them. Maybe I wear them with a high-waisted, these Lululemons that I have, so it barely shows my belly, only if I happen to lift up. But still, she inspired me. I met her at Jeff's pre-BravoCon party, y'all. She had this turquoise outfit on. She is so stunning in real life, so nice. I had a great conversation with her and Megan out on the patio, or the whatever these fancy things are called, on the 64th floor at the Delano Hotel. What's it called? A balcony, a patio, the outdoor, whatever, some fancy place, right? Whatever. Beautiful. She's just stunning. She's really stunning. So today was Tracy Tutor, Joey Zalzig, and we got a teeth smile from Jeff. Like, what is up? I can literally think, since he got his teeth done for $52,000, remember, he's maybe shown his teeth 3 times I can think of. Like, in real life, the few times I've met him since, every picture he does the mouth closed. You know, I think he's so used to taking his picture like that that it's almost like muscle memory. He doesn't know how to smile with his teeth anymore. But I'm like, dude, you spent a shit ton of money on your teeth. They look great. Like, it makes him look so much happier when he shows his teeth. Love is in the air. Someone said, yes. Has he told us this guy's name yet, though? What? Oh gosh, of course they were. Raven says people were dragging Tracy Tutor in the comments for Ozempic and her shirt not being age appropriate. She did admit to trying Ozempic for the first month to like jumpstart her stuff. Oh, y'all love the new olive tree. Thank you. Who was that? Bernice? Oh, that's the dogs. Bernie's dog, the dogs. Yeah, Martindale CC's on a new relationship high and happy to have a change of pace in life, maybe. I mean, the way he said multiple times, though, that he was going to be single, focus on Monroe, focus on, getting himself better. And now he's already told us this week, he's been with this guy like 3 weeks. They've been on like one date a week. He knows the guy. for years. They've kind of been on again, off again whenever Jeff has had pauses. Y'all, we did the math yesterday. Jeff has not had a lot of pauses. So I think there's a little overlap, maybe a little flirting, or maybe I think Jeff keeps people on a shelf. Like Shane one time said that he doesn't keep guys on a bench, which means like just waiting, like F-boys or, someone to go out on a date. I think that Jeff does, because I think he doesn't like being single. I think he just loves being with other people. Michael Riley says an old dog doesn't change his spots. Who was that too? It felt like one of the chumps was talking about him, like hooking up with people. Who was that this week? Can't remember. MK says he needs to chill for a while. Yeah, Lori on TikTok. Tracy never had a weight problem, but she's definitely smaller than I've ever seen her on $1 Million Listing LA. Like she's tiny. Like I didn't ask her what size, but maybe a 2. I'm trying to think of what she looked like in real life. Maybe a size 2. She's short and tiny for sure. Wait, who are y'all talking about? FM on YouTube says, I Googled her. Are you talking about Sarah Corona? And she appeared on Heather McDonald. She'd had something to do with Chelsea Lately show. Let me hear them out. Do y'all like the olive tree? I think y'all do. Does it need to be a 4-foot though? Because see how you can see the chintzy on, I think on YouTube and Facebook you can't, but on my TikTok screen and my Instagram screen, you can see the cheap little, I need to buy the bucket that it goes into, a container, like a pretty container. But I think it needs to be shorter almost. I don't know. Can't really figure that out. What else? Okay, so Jeff needs to train this new guy. I mean, the dude is already peeing with the door open and it sounded like a really big long stream. Like, okay, Jeff definitely admitted on the after show they've already hooked up. That's probably years past. So we know they've dated on and off sort of for the past 4 years. I think he mentioned 4 years they've known each other. A brass pot would be so pretty. Yeah, or white. The white, I think, against the hot pink background would look pretty. Because I'm going to have a lot of brass. Well, not a lot, but these shelves that are going up. There's 2 of them that have the brass, so I don't want too much brass. Do I have a lot of brass? I guess that's all. Oh, so that would be pretty. Anyways, I'm so distracted today. I'm like on so much going on. There's so much going on in my brain, and I just can't wait to share it all with y'all. I really can't. Anyways, it's so good. So good. Okay, what else? A white streaming pot. Oh, a basket maybe. Okay, y'all give me all sorts of ideas. Sorry. Okay, the big gray sweatpants, which means he kind of gains more than Jeff's 6 to 8 pounds that he says. He was drinking a tequila and Red Bull on a Monday night. He didn't wash his hands and he peed with the door open. Oh, can y'all see my shirt? Gobble, gobble. Wobble. And then on the back it says wobble. Anyways, my turkey shirt. Yes. Oh my God, y'all's comments are so good. Sorry, I'm just so distracted. Which of those 4 is the worst thing? Y'all tell me in comments. The big gray sweatpants, which means he's gained weight. That's a huge thing to Jeff, right? Like, I feel like if you've lost weight, if you're going on a date, I realize he's injured from softball or whatever it was, but buy some new sweatpants. You're freaking going, you're still on a date. It's still the first 3 weeks, right? What's worse? Peeing with the door open, or not washing your hands, or is the tequila and Red Bull the biggest red flag? Y'all tell me in comments which one is worse. Even on the replay, I want to hear what you think is worse. The worst for me is a toss-up of peeing with the door open. I don't care if you've effed someone already. I don't want to hear you peeing. Having fun in the bedroom is very intimate, but hearing someone pee, like what if they let out a little toot or something? Like gross. Jeff does not want to hear that crap. We know Jeff. This guy should know Jeff. Maybe he should take a listen to a little bit of flipping out, because remember, who was it? Who was the employee that peed with the bathroom open, and Jeff was mortified. And then I think somebody was upset and he thought they were pooping in there. Like maybe it was Jenny Poulos. And she was like, I'm not pooping. What if you got to poop and you were at Jeff Lewis's house? Like if you work there, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 hours a day, and you got to poop, I think Jeff literally is mad at you. Like he doesn't want you to poop in his house. What if you have to? So maybe this new guy, what should we call this new guy since he hasn't given us a name yet? What's your dream name for somebody that Jeff is dating? I'm going to think of a really preppy. He's 38, so he's younger. Wow. Chase. No, that's one of the guys that worked for him. If it was Chase, I don't think it's Chase. What's a name you can think of? I'm thinking of a really preppy, like I don't know, like a New York type name. Upper Brad. Oh, I don't think he would date a Fred. Chad. I could see a Chad. I'm not seeing Rod. Jesse. No, I'm not thinking Jesse. Let's call him Sweatpants. I love that. Gray Sweatpants. Blake. Oh my God. I could see him with a Blake for sure. Oh my God. Lucy Lou says, let's call him Gone Guy because he won't last. Kyle. Yeah, I could see a Kyle. Definitely not a Bob. I don't think it's a Ken. I don't know if Chad is a popular name for the 38-year range. Bruce definitely isn't a name. Quentin, Peter. I think that would make him think of Heather McDonald's husband. Matt, Doormat. Oh my God. Christian. Jordan. Oh my God. Wait, they said his name? Chris Court said, did no one else catch the name? I didn't catch the name at all, but I'm always distracted, especially right now. Okay, we'll have to think of a name. Y'all tell me what the name should be for sure. And let's think of a group name. You know how we did like Stu and Jeff was hard to come up with because it became like Chef, which was Stu and then Jeff, but he is a chef, Chef, or Jew, which is inappropriate, J-U for Stu and Jeff, but then J-E-W. So we never use that. So they didn't really have a good name, but let's think of a good name for them together for sure. Gray Sweats Jeff? I don't know. Listen at the very start of the Eric hiking story. But what did he call him? Don't just tease me. What did he call him? Am I missing it, Chris? All are gross. Oh, y'all, Maria and them are talking about seems to escalate quickly on social media and with people in entertainment, but I'm shocked she'll be on Jeff Lewis Live. I think Heather will not be happy about it. The Sarah Corona thing, crazy. Like, I don't know her that much because I didn't really call him Tito since he wanted tequila. Oh, you don't remember the name? Gref. Oh my God. So many good ideas. Oh, somebody says Stu needs to go on Below Deck. I could see that for sure. But he's got a real job, like he's got a cooking job Monday through Thursday. So I think they would let him off for it though. Okay, what else? Tracy's date. Okay, what is worse? Tracy's date, who she met on Raya. I think Raya started off, you had to be famous, but I don't think you do anymore. I think you just now need to be rich. So I don't know if he's rich and famous or just one or the other, but she met him on Raya. He had a picture. He's only 38, so he's a little bit younger than her. But the reason she was interested is because he had a picture of him and like a 5 or 6-year-old kid, like this Asian kid, which made me kind of wonder because I'm like, oh, Tracy's got 2 teenage daughters. She probably doesn't want to be a stepmom again. But, it made her interested in him because he was. She thought, oh, he's been married or he's got a kid, whatever. Turns out it's a fake kid. His friend had him put up a picture of the dating profile with a kid that's not even his. So then he tells her this. And then somehow she also finds out, oh, by the way, on another coffee date they went on, that he did get a girl pregnant recently and he's got a kid on the way, but he doesn't even think he's going to be involved with the kid. Like, ew, like she's a mom of 2. You don't say that to a woman. So weird. So weird. I think that's worse for him. Jeff will rebound. Jeff will make exceptions for people if he's into them. And like, he did with this Stu. As soon as him and Stu started dating, he was putting him down for the personalized license plates. He was putting him down for different things. I can't remember what it was, but he always said, there's things we can change about him. I think early on he said like Stu walked into a restaurant and didn't open the door for somebody, and he didn't really have the manners that Jeff wanted him to have, like towards women, treating other women. And but there was something about that. So this guy, Jeff, is saying the same. Is like, these are things that we can fix. We can train this new guy. I don't know that you train someone, like if you're peeing with the door open on like date number 3, I don't know. Oh, that's just, and not washing your hands. I don't think Jeff is going for that. Jeff takes 2 or 3 showers a day. Like, I think washing your hands is pretty, but my husband has told me at work, he'll watch people like go to the bathroom in the stall, which means poop, and then just walk out. And he's just like, dude, I got to work with you. And now I know you just pooped and didn't wash your hands. Like, gross. Like it's even worse that somebody saw them come out of the stall and not wash their hands, right? Like, it's one thing if you don't do it at your house, which is still gross, but to do it in front of other people, like, ew. Y'all's comments are so good. Yes, he definitely did. Michael on YouTube says, Jeff is so sure he can train a man. Clearly he cannot. I mean, and I think even a lot of times, Dr. Donna would talk about like the first 6 months, you're putting out a representative of yourself, right? So if this dude is already doing this stuff, what's he gonna like unleash in the next 6 months, like on Jeff, like farting in bed and all that? I mean, Jeff's gonna be so grossed out. Like, I'm so here for it. Oh my God, so true. Martindale said, if someone I dated said they wanted to train me, I would run. Absolutely. Okay, this is another idea. The guy said, or Jeff says, this guy doesn't know anything about Jeff. He's never Googled him. I mean, in LA, don't you think definitely people know who? Did you change your name? Rhonda Rockstar Show? That's funny. There's another account that I'm friends with, DJ Rockstar Aaron. So when I saw your Rockstar, I thought you were him, but then I realized it was a different name. People have to know in LA Jeff Lewis for a lot of reasons. But I mean, a quick Google, I think if I were single, which I'm absolutely not, I think I would Google anyone just to see if anything weird came up. But in LA, when he's on the radio, he's had TV shows, and you're saying you never watch it, like, I don't know if I believe that or not. Like, I can't believe somebody would not look up Jeff Lewis and be somewhat curious, right? Oh my God. Monster on Instagram, not washing your hands is a precursor to soapless showers. Why would anyone take a soapless shower? Now, as a girl with long hair that doesn't get greasy, I totally understand. Like, I've got a clip, so I clip up my hair to take a body shower and wash my face and stuff. But I can't imagine getting in the shower and not having 3 minutes for soap. Like, gross. Oh, that's you, Tamara. Hello. It's so funny whenever I realize people's Instagram names and Facebook names and all this stuff. I met her in LA a couple times. Men are afraid to date Jeff. He comes with a lot of smoke on the radio, Krista says. I mean, I would say fire, not even smoke, right? Like, he just comes out full force. And you'd have to think, like, if I knew somebody that wasn't famous, that was dating someone famous like Jeff Lewis, I'd be tuning into that radio show just to hear if he talks about him. And then I'd be telling my friend, like, he's talking about you, and like, you peed without opening closing the door. You didn't wash your hands. You had him order this drink. Like, oh my God. So good. Okay, real quick. Sarah Colonna is going to be on Tuesday. Like, I don't know what this means. I did look up because I knew y'all would be doing it for me. So I went ahead and did it. Sarah still follows Heather McDonald. Heather McDonald still follows her. So I don't know that anything is going on, but I know in the world of this feud, it is definitely saying something that all of a sudden Sarah Colonna is going to be on Jeff Lewis Live. I don't know. I'm just saying something's going on there for sure, in my opinion. Megan will be back on Friday, so there's clearly nothing going on there. I hope they had enough of a pause between themselves and kind of whatever. Michael Riley says Sarah's a very good friend of Heather's. If she is, though, the optics, I mean, that doesn't look good for her going on Jeff Lewis Live. It's one thing if somebody likes a comment or likes a post, like even Joey was giving Tracy Tutor shit because she reposted a stuffing video of Chef Stu's, and he was basically saying, what are you doing that for? Like, we're on Jeff Lewis, that's his ex-boyfriend. Joey was even protecting Jeff in that way. So I can't imagine. I don't know. I cannot. I don't know. We'll have to hear. Maybe they won't say anything, but I can't imagine Heather McDonald's name won't come up on Tuesday. I don't know for sure. News entertainment. What time are you going live on Thanksgiving? I will not be live tomorrow because there's not a live show for Jeff Lewis. We will all take the break and hang out with our friends and family. You can listen to any of my old podcasts, any of my old shows, catch up if you've got the time. Everything is up as a replay on all my social media at Jeff Lewis Obsessed. The podcast is named Jeff Lewis Obsessed. And I know if you want to watch video, it's available as a video on Spotify app. Everything else is an audio one. But on Friday, the pre-tape, which is a brand new show though, with Doug and Cy De Silva from the new Roni show, will be on, and I will come on live at 12 Pacific, 3 Eastern, and then of course the replay goes up. So I don't know. News entertainment on Instagram. Are you going to fly to Jeff's for the live show in January? He hasn't admitted a date or announced a date yet, so it's not even until tickets go on sale. I don't know, because I'll have just been there December 21st. But things happen and I suddenly make trips depending on stuff. So who knows? Oh, that was so cute, Lady Grace. I love the Doug stories of Jeff teasing him about being at Sirius all morning. I love that. They love Doug so much, and so do I. Matter of fact, if you have a show to watch, Doug popped on my Instagram Live yesterday. So when people surprise me on Instagram, it's only on that Instagram replay. So then you can watch it there. The other play, the Facebook, the YouTube, TikTok doesn't go up as a replay, but only on Instagram whenever they come on. So it's best to watch it on my Instagram feed. There's a button somewhere called Series, and it's called Reality Water Cooler, and that's a lot of my old shows. So, and I do try to put in the comments like who the Jeff Lewis guest was. I try to write some of the people that the shout out news that we chat about. Yes, Lisa Dogwalker. I love that he came on yesterday. He is so sweet. He really is. Just a dreamboat. Okay, Jeff was 192 pounds today. Very slender. What'd you think of the drama with Tracy Tutor's ex? Bex Drew put a lot of hearts. Oh, are you going to the premiere party, Sarah? Oh, the Hollywood House Live. I don't know yet. That would be amazing, though. Victoria Winter, Doug's travel details are so funny. Yeah, and I was when we saw Megan's thing this morning that she had to spend an extra day in Anguilla, Doug was probably helping her out trying to do that, right? I like that Stu is keeping it classy and not saying anything negative. W.J. King says. What is Doug doing for Thanksgiving? Oh, he told us all about it yesterday. So go rewatch the Tuesday, November 21st show on Instagram. And he shows us where he's going to be on Thanksgiving, and it's not a table. So go check that out on my Instagram at Jeff Lewis Obsessed, and you'll see Doug showing us in his house where he and his good friend Sal will be spending Thanksgiving. And he showed us some of the food he was prepping, so it was really good. Okay, so Tracy's ex, Eric, if you know him from $1 Million Listing LA, he was the younger guy. He definitely moved in during COVID. I think they were together 2 or 3 years. He's like this workout guy. Kind of had to know it wasn't going to last long, but it was her rebound dude from the marriage, the divorce. He's really mad at Tracy though. And he ran into, we might go an hour today. You know why? Because I still got to talk about the after show. Oh my God. It was so freaking good with Justin Martindale and Ryan Bailey. So good. Okay, so we might just go an hour because I just looked up and it's 45 minutes for sure. Anyways, Joey runs into her ex Eric with another good friend of his. He's pissed off at her. And then at the end, he's like, is she saying anything about me? Is she defaming me? I mean, all sorts of juicy stuff. And then at the end, he's like, let's take a picture together. He only did that to make Tracy mad. So I don't know if it was a story, if it was on TikTok, I don't know, but somebody posted it for sure. Ryan and Justin talk about that on the after show. And trust me, I've got my own situations with that. It's tricky, right? When somebody has a beef with someone and then somebody is trying to be all friendly with you and people are paying attention. Oh, this person follows this person liked this comment, everything. It's crazy. So people definitely notice that whenever there's like feuds or breakups and people are like paying attention to who they're siding with. Even Alyssa, who I love that she's been able to chat more on the Jeff Lewis live show, on the after show, Alyssa's been more talkative. But today she tells a story about like some friends of theirs that broke up and one was cheating and she feels mad at that because she feels like the person like betrayed them. And so she doesn't want to see that other friend because they cheated on the friends and they were like in their house and stuff. So it's very true. Why are y'all tagging Jeff Lewis? Will he get notified of this live? I'm pretty sure he won't. Anyways, she fit in very good on today's after show. Yeah, I like Alyssa though. I've met her multiple times. I like that she's just a little bit feisty. I like that she tells Jeff when to shut up, what to say, what not to do. So good. What else? Oh, Jeff did go to that movie Thanksgiving. I never even heard of it. My kids and husband will probably go to it because they like all those crazy movies. I don't think it was a date though with Zach Noe Towers, especially with as much as Jeff shared about this new guy. He's got to tell us his name, right? Somebody that DMs with him needs to find out the name for us. Oh, Michelle says not an Alyssa fan at all. But you know what? This is a safe place that we can chat about people that we're fans of and not, as long as we do it respectable, right? Yeah. 10 Snooze says Alyssa keeps the show on track. Yeah, for sure. I mean, she's an executive producer. She's, that's kind of her job. For sure. What else? Now's the time. Are y'all shouting out Jeff Lewis? Wait, shout out Jeff Lewis. I don't know what that means, JT. Ask me any questions. We are gonna wind down just a little bit. Everyone on the channel, Coffee Pickers, talking smack about poor Alyssa today, Mary. Oh man. See, I don't make time to read those comments a lot of times. And a couple of people, some lame Finsta accounts or whatever, a bunch of losers with too much time on their hands have been super rude to me on those Instagram comments. I'm like, whatever. Like, I'm not giving y'all the time of day anymore. So I have no life. Like, all I do is comment like everyone else does and say something. And they're like, that's not a comment. I'm like, okay. And yours was? Like, seriously. Yes. Krista says, I love Alyssa. Anyways. Michael Carrillo on YouTube. Stu posted a nice thirst trap today. I did see the picture of him in a bathroom, a pool. Never noticed him wearing a Kabbalah red string before. Oh, is that? I've heard of that. Is that the thing that like keeps you on track or makes you focus on things or remind things? 10 Snooze. You're getting pretty famous now, so trolls will be negative. Keep ignoring it. That's very true. Very true about the trolls, not very true about me being famous, but you're right. Just mean people. Donna Bowling, a long time ago, said this on her show. If people don't have strong opinions about you, that means that you're not really that interesting. If you're a strong personality or interesting, you're going to have lovers and haters. You know what I mean? And y'all know haters to me, I call them lovers because I don't give them the reward of being called a hater because, that's just negative energy. But, when you have fans, you're also going to have people that don't like you and just have no life. So they're going to say it, right? Oh, it's a religion. So they wear the red string on the wrist. It's a religion now? Like, I think he's Catholic. I don't know that it's a religion. Lisa Lawless, it's the YouTube subscribers that Kelly was comparing. Oh, yeah. I mean, I've only got like 20-something thousand Instagram followers. She's got like almost 1 million. Like I'm nowhere close to her. And really, I'm not even close to them on YouTube. My YouTube was getting like 100 subscribers a day all of a sudden in like August and September, and it just kind of died out. I don't know why, because I've got Annie making these amazing reels for me and they're so good, but you just get into an algorithm of social media and there's really no, like, she can look, and that's one of the things she does for me and her other clients is she looks at like how many followers see this video, how many non-followers, male, female, age, demographic, if they like this video, if they didn't, how many shares, how many favorites, how many comments, so much of those analytics and stuff. So she can tell that my stuff is not being pushed to non-followers, and you can't make that happen. Like, I don't buy anything to make that happen. So it's just something that goes on with social media. So you never know. It'll come back up though, and I'll start getting new followers again. It'll all be good. In the meantime, I'll just keep plugging along with y'all, the OGs. YouTube, Joy says you have to keep checking if you're still subscribed. I mean, that's what Rick and Kelly are saying has happened to them, and y'all are saying it's happened to me for sure. So I don't know. Victoria Winter, good question. Have you ever met Kelly Dodd in person? The only time I've met Kelly Dodd and Rick was at the season 1 Hollywood House Flip party in LA that I was invited to, June of 2022. And she's probably one of the only celebrities I didn't take a picture with, not because she wasn't super nice to me. I just didn't ask her. I'm just kind of weird like that. Like I did take a lot of the pictures I took with people weren't just me and the person. It was me and a group of people. So sometimes we would take group pictures, but I don't have any pictures of me and Kelly, but I have met her. Yes. The red string is a reminder to stay positive, good luck and protection, and a shield of negative energy. Bextru said, I love that. Well, we could all use a red string then, right? We could all use that reminder. That's wonderful. I'm missing what you're saying, Lori, on TikTok. It says, I wondered why you do that. I don't know what that means. Just my opinion. Okay, I think y'all are fighting. Okay, I think y'all are fighting in TikTok. What Kelly is beautiful, Oh, I mean, can't argue that Kelly's not beautiful, for sure. What else? Oh, Madonna wore it too, Raquel says. The after show, Justin Martindale and Ryan Bailey, it was so good. Don't forget, weeks ago, the first time they were on, I just died during a commercial break. Was it during the commercial break or on the live show? Can't even remember now. I made a video about it, but Ryan started talking about me and Justin Martindale, and they were both like, oh my God, I love Sarah from Jeff Lewis Obsessed. They started imitating my accent and my show. It was amazing, like so complimentary. I was just dying. When I finally met Ryan Bailey, I'd met him at BravoCon 22, but kind of briefly. We didn't really know each other. When I saw him this time, we like chatted a couple of different times, different events, the VIP room, Jeff Lewis's pre-BravoCon party. And he told me that his girlfriend and him like watch my TikToks together at night, and like she's a really big fan. So I made like a video for his girlfriend. I think her name's Rhonda, but now I'm forgetting her name. Anyway, so shout out. It was really cute. And of course, I'm a huge fan of his. So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey, his podcast. And he's also with some big podcast company now, Betches. So goals, y'all. Manifest anything big. If you have a connection to anybody, I am definitely looking to grow. I am definitely a yes girl. There's ideas being thrown my way. I've got some things on the hot plate for sure presented to me. But, if you know anyone that you think, oh, hello. Hi, Natalie with Fem Tarot. Tarot. Am I saying it right? Fem Tarot. I said that wrong. I listened to y'all's podcast yesterday. It was so good. I've got it still on my Instagram thing for sure. You're a big, we need to chat because I could tell you're a huge Jeff Lewis fan. You knew lots of stuff, Natalie, with Fem Tarot. Yeah. You were on with Sarah Fraser and Giorgio Says, right? Anyway, my brain's going blank. I don't have the notes in front of me. Okay. Ryan Bailey. Yes, they start talking about Liquid Death, the water, like this fancy water. I think the first time I saw one of those was at the House of Blues in Houston. So in 2022, there was like Sonia Morgan came. We went and saw her there. I think that might have been where I bought some water and it came in this can that said Liquid Death. I'm like, what the hell is this? It's apparently water, but I guess they, promote a lot of podcasts. And I think Justin said, like, if you're not a podcaster and promoted by Liquid Death, then who are you? And I'm like, me? Because I have no people sponsoring me. So I did a story. So if anyone knows anyone at Liquid Death, call me. Like, I'm totally up for it. I'll drink water all the time. But I'm kind of like Ryan. Have you ever heard of tap water? Like, totally drink it. It's the cool thing to do. I don't drink tap water at other people's house. I definitely don't. Tell me. Oh, thank you, Natalie. You like the olive tree. Although my daughter didn't make it thick like she was supposed to do. I only offered her $5. Did I not offer enough money? She's only 13. She doesn't need any money. Anyways, I think it needs to be shorter though. So tell me if I need to get a 4-foot tree instead of this 6-foot tree. I think it needs to be just a little bit shorter. Lisa Dog Walker, I hope you're making money. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am monetized on a couple of things, but like, it's like $100 a month. Like, it's ridiculous how little money I make. I do need to add some fairy lights on it. Somebody did tell me that in DM and she was sending me, somebody sent me a light, like a projector to go, 2 lights to go up the tree. I wasn't sure which one I should do. I need to raise the camera a bit. No, if I raise the camera, it starts showing my, my crap up there. It starts showing all the my stuff that I used to have on the bookshelf. It starts showing my daughter's closet. Oh, now I moved this. See, I've got 3 cameras, y'all. I've got my iPad for TikTok. My Instagram is on my iPhone, and then my computer webcam there is YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. It's a lot. That's a unique room. I mean, it's a closet, don't get me wrong, but I'm a unique person. I needed a space. I mean, our house is over 4,500 square feet, but I needed a space that I could shut the door and keep all the equipment in here and it not be bothered. Well, when my daughter went away to college, the second one, I was like, okay, I'll use her closet. So anyways, it's a closet, literally a closet. What else? Okay. John Mayer, they start talking about him peeing and pooping in the gender neutral bathroom. I'm sort of loving that John Mayer is going to be a fixture, I guess, at SiriusXM, but he's going to get some interesting comments because I know Jeff is a little bit jelly of all the stuff he's getting. Andy Cohen is a little bit jelly of all the stuff he's getting. No, it doesn't get hot in my closet because I leave the door open. So, and then I shut the door. And that's why Luna, my co-host, sometimes comes in here because she's tall enough. She bats at the door that's like a lever and she can just pull the lever down and then she walks right in. So anyways. Oh yeah. No, our house is definitely not worth $3 million. We're in the suburbs of Houston. We have a huge lot. Everything's cheap in Texas. Yes. Bernice says, I was the one with the twinkle lights and the one who suggested the light shining upward. I'm still going to do it. I just haven't done it yet. Good question, Natalie. Any idea when Megan will be back on Friday? He announced it today. I like her dry humor and her grounding energy, honey. I mean, she's amazing. And I think he said, wait, Natalie, do you live in LA? I think you do. Maybe you'll be at the December 21st Jeff Lewis live show. I hope so. And I get to meet you there. If not, I'll be in town for almost 2 full days. So let's chat and try to meet up. I mean, also, yeah, that would be great. Yeah. We'll chat off the air because there's some other exciting stuff going on that way. Oh, you wish you don't live in LA. Maybe you live in LA and won't be at the show. Anyways, what else? This has been a show. I mean, sorry, y'all. It's like, ew, no way. Do I think Jeff is dating Josh Flagg? No, for so many reasons. No. Nope. Oh, your sister lives in Galveston. Yeah, tell her I'm in Pearland. She'll know exactly where I'm at. I'm in West Pearland. The Watcher imitations. Justin and Ryan were hilarious. I don't know if that was off the cuff. I don't know if it was spontaneous, if they had written it, but it's hilarious on the after show today. So take a point to listen to that. Can we talk Jeff to have a New York show? I mean, talk to him all you want. I don't really give him professional advice. I don't give him any advice. But I think it's just a matter of money. Like, does it make sense for him to spend his time going? These shows can't be a huge money maker. You know what I mean? Like, he only does like 200 or 300 people venues. So I think flying all of them there is not really cost effective. Oh my God, I love that, Natalie. I've been to Houston as my best friend lived there and loved it. Yeah. Oh, a Dallas show. That's good to know. Good to know. I'll tell y'all soon. Um, okay, it ends the show with them talking about what are you doing for Thanksgiving. So y'all let me know in comments what you're doing. I posted on my Instagram today that I picked up the pre-cooked turkey that my husband ordered from this local barbecue place. It's so good. So we don't have to hassle with that big project for Thanksgiving. Are you cooking? Are you hosting? Are you doing casual? Are you going out to a restaurant? Are you going to someone's house? Are you going with friends? Are you boycotting the whole thing and just gonna binge Bravo or Jeff Lewis Live? Like, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? What are you cooking? What do you want to eat? Because Ryan is not invited to the chump Thanksgiving at Carrie and Todd's house. And Justin Martindale is. So him and his boyfriend are going to be going to that. So for sure. Oh no. Victoria says, at least your husband doesn't force you to cook. No way. My husband, we've been married 23 years. He doesn't force me to do anything. Jeff needs a TV show, comedy show ASAP. Oh, I'm not opposed to that. A talk show. I'm not opposed to that at all. Oh, cornbread. Yes, we're definitely having cornbread because my daughter wants the cornbread. Oh, y'all are putting up a lot of people coming in. Anyways, we went a little bit late today. Thank you so much for joining live. It is way more fun to chat with y'all, get your questions. I love hearing what you have to say. Make sure you're following me on everything Jeff Lewis Obsessed, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all these things. Make sure to go back and listen to some of the replays, watch them, what have you. Have an amazing Thanksgiving. I will not be live tomorrow, but you can find all my content and take a peek at it. Join me Friday, though. We will chat and watch the replay if you're crazy enough. My girlfriend already invited me to go to one of the popular uh, outlet malls here in Houston Friday morning. And I'm like, no, just cannot do it. But also, my two oldest are home from college, so I'm not going to go shopping with her, but I might shop online. So, anyways, happy Thanksgiving, chumpettes. I truly adore you. Thank you for being with me from the get-go. And I cannot wait to share some of the definite good news that's coming and some of the possible good news that's coming. Please keep manifesting amazing things for me. And I really appreciate it. I might get all emotional. I don't even know. Anyways, bye, chumpettes.